His name's Henry.
Mowers and blowers.
Mowers and blowers.
Hey everyone, it's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Good afternoon. It's a whole new day now. I feel fresh and energized. I'm definitely going to try to get this recoil starter fixed today because the pull rope, it's on its last thread. Gotta fix the recoil starter because I won't be able to test whether or not we have spark for this thing, right? Yes, you could probably take off the cover and put a drill to it with the right socket and spin it, but I gotta fix the recoil starter anyway, so I'm just gonna fix it, right? So, as you guys saw from yesterday's episode, I went to go pick up the second load of Mother Lode 29, which was the collection of Toro power handles and its attachments. As you saw, I got 3 snow blowers, an edger, a power pump, which is like a power water pump that you hook up and it drains like pools or flooded basements or stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to use that ever, you know what I mean? And some other stuff. You guys saw yesterday's episode. So I listed all that stuff on my local OfferUp, Letgo, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace. Are you ready? I did list separately the roller, and I learned from my subscribers' input that it's a lawn roller, and it's used to level out lawns, right? And golf courses, I guess, you know. Some people knew so much about it that they said that there's a small plug on the side of the cylinder, right, where you would normally fill it with water to add weight to it. And then you would take the, you could drain it in the wintertime, you know, and fill it up again in the summer. So that's a very interesting fact. As you guys know, I was very intrigued by the roller. I've never had anything like that before. Not that I've had anything like that water pump either, but all that other stuff, the power handle stuff, you know, the snowblower, the edger, and the water pump stuff, I really don't want that stuff. I don't want any of that stuff, you know. I kind of want this, you know, but I'll try to get this started and sell it as is too, because it's a 58. It won't even fit through the gates in my backyard, you know what I mean? So while it's cool and everything, I'm not going to ever use a real mower, you know what I mean? But maybe somebody will, you know, so it might be a collectible, and I'll try to sell this as much money as I can get for it after I get it started, if I get it started. If I don't get it started, I'm just selling it as is, you know, locally. I just got to get rid of the stuff, guys. I've got too much stuff. So I listed the roller separately because it was like more complete, you know. I don't think it needed anything else, you know. All the other stuff is missing some stuff, whatever, and I thought I could just get rid of it in one big batch, you know. I think I listed the whole lot of it for like $250 or something, you know. Take it away. 24 hours later, not one bite on the load of stuff. However, I had 15 responses for the lawn roller. 2 people said this morning that they were going to come get it. Never contacted me for the address. The other people asked if it's available, and I would say yes, and nothing. That's just how flaky people are, you know? Why are you asking if it's available if you don't have any intention of wanting it, right? There was this one guy who says, I'm going to come get it tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, sure. Today he texts me again. I rented a U-Haul pickup and I'm coming to get it at 3:30. I'm like, now that's kind of dumb to do that, because what if I sold it this morning to somebody else, you know? He just spent money renting a pickup truck. People don't think, I swear. So we'll see. I'm going to load up the lawn roller into my van because given the frequency of people being interested in it, I know I'm going to sell it, you know? I listed it for $150. And this guy's going to pay me $150 today, $330. Sure. If he doesn't, I'll drop the price and I'll definitely get rid of it. Look, I've got a lot of wiggle space, you know? I could end up giving it away for $25. It's something. Gotta get rid of it. I got absolutely no use for it. And so might as well make a little bit of money out of it, because I did spend gas money and 2 days round trip to East Islip to pick up all this stuff. But this is cool though. I know I'll get more than $100 for this. Maybe. I got a letter in the mail. It's from my buddy Casey Ellis over at Ellis Mowers. Go check him out on Instagram and YouTube. He's from North Carolina. Home of Michael Jordan. Look at that. An Ellis Mowers sticker. Awesome. Thanks, bro. No note because I know who he is. Of course, I have to put him on my Mowers and Blowers Wall of Fame. I don't want to cover up all the other boys. Right here. Put it close in case I have room for other stickers. There we go. Ellis Mowers over in Oxford, North Carolina. Go check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Thanks, Casey. So here we go. I'm going to take it to the front and try to load this baby up into the van. Don't have a winch, get a winch. First thing I want to do now is remove this engine cover. The recoil starter is, you know, bolted onto here, but there's no access to get just the cover off. Got to take the whole engine cover off. There's 3 bolts. Two on the very bottom. Very tough to get to. Very tough. And one here, 7/16 on the top. Really bad spot. I mean, super tough. I tried to put that little Jiffy jack that I got yesterday from Penelope. And you can't even turn that knob because when it's under load, it won't even turn. So it's pretty much useless. 1. 2. 3. Holy cow. Can't even remove this with this this pan in the way. Holy cow. How is that gonna come off? Yep, it's impossible. Can't get it off without taking this entire part off. Okay. I see a lot of mouse droppings. What is that anyway? Some kind of seeds. the ball bearing kind. You know, there's like ball bearings in here. When it clicks to an area and you go the other direction, the ball bearings will fall into a groove and it won't be able to move. Yeah, it's definitely a points magneto, because underneath the flywheel there are wires, 2 wires coming out of it. One is probably the magneto kill, and the other one's a circuit where there's like a lobe. When the lobe moves, it moves the condenser thing where the points would touch. Once they touch, it creates that magnetic charge, if you will, which gives it the spark, right? But the new magnetos are electronic, so you don't require the condenser inside of the flywheel. So theoretically, you could just cut the 2 wires, right, and replace this with an electronic ignition, and so then the magnet will make the field, the electrical field, and give it the spark without the condenser. So that's what I'm probably going to do, because I don't want to take this flywheel off and do all that. I just want to see if it gets spark, you know. But first, what we got to do is I'm going to remove these little tabs here. They look like 1/4 inch screws that hold these 4 tabs that hold the recoil starter in place, and rewind it again with a new rope. Actually, what I'm going to do is, since it's under tension, right, just going to pull this string all the way to the end. That's it right there. That's the end. As you can see, it's on the last thread. I'm going to just cut it while I'm holding it under tension. Here is the knot that just came out of it. Now I got to try to hold it somehow, keep it here until I could figure out the length of this. Actually, look, I can just, because it's at the end, I can simply just cut this and route that through again. But I have to hold it this way. I just let it go, because I could just turn it with my hands back to the tension again. Just burning this thing so it's easier to, ouch, ouch, ouch. So this is hard, so I can easily just shove it through instead of all the frayed rope. Be easier for you to stick in the hole. Stick it in the hole. Now I'm just going to wind it again all the way to where it won't go anymore. The most tension you can find while having the hole line up with the outer shroud hole. So you didn't need to take it apart, because then that's if you have to replace a coil, you would remove it from the 4 tabs, you know. So I feel the tension getting pretty good. That's just about all I can pull. And the hole's over. Jesus, where was the hole?
Can't find the hole, Henry?
Alright, there's the hole right there. So I'm going to have to release it a little. There we go, right there. So here's the hole that it goes into. There's a hole that it comes out of. This is difficult. You know why? Because you can't make it go upwards, you know? It's very difficult. I'm going to try to do it without having to take this handle off, because you could just stick it in through here and redo the handle, you know what I mean? Which I could do, but I'm going to try to see if I can fish this in here and use a pick and pick it out. Picked it just to that area. There we go. Just got to fish that like that, and then use one hand while I'm holding the thing together, tension, kind of making a knot. It's easy. Well, not easy, but not hard. Here we go. and that'll pull it back, see? Now I am going to shoot some lubricant inside there because it's you want it to slide very easily, you know. Got some liquid wrench here that I need to use up. I'm just gonna spray this in the hole, a lot of it. Move it around, you know, so it coats the coil on the inside, makes it smoother. Oh, wow. Way better. Look at that. Good recoil now. Let's check out the magneto now. So I just put the recoil cover back on again and just hand tighten a couple of screws just so we can pull it and we can check for spark. I'm going to remove the spark plug wire, and I'm going to remove the spark plug, attach it onto the ignition coil wire, put it to, ooh, that looks nice. It's not wet, it's not that dirty. Looks good actually. I'm just going to lay this over here. We're going to pull it a few times and see if we see any spark. You guys are probably not going to be able to see it. It'd be a miracle if I get to see it. I'm just going to pull it a few times and see. Got to hold this together. I don't see any spark. I don't even feel any shock. Well, maybe I did. Nope, I don't feel any spark at all. But good news is connecting rod is not blown because I feel air pushing out. It's good compression too. Put your finger over it, listen. You hear that? Tss. Yep. We're not getting any spark for sure. Ooh, wait a minute. I kind of felt it. I felt a jolt. So wow, maybe we are getting spark. Let me put this back in here and shoot some go-go juice in the carburetor. Because it looks like it, I felt it. I mean, I'm not imagining it. I don't know, maybe I'm imagining it, but I doubt it. Let's remove this carburetor and shoot some go-go juice. I mean, maybe I imagined it. I didn't see any spark, but I kind of felt something. And as long as we get a little bit of spark. Okay, I'm just checking out this choke system here. Yeah, that's open. And that's closed. Ingenious. I'm going to show you here. This is the top of it. Look at this. This is choked. And when it's open, it looks like that. It's open. It's closed. See how this linkage works? And that pushes this up, pushes that lever to close it and open. We're going to choke. We're going to first blow some stuff in here. Got my parts cleaner and degreaser from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. I'm going to spray that in the hole right there. That's a lot, actually. So it's on choke now. Let me give her a couple of rips. Ooh. You know what? To pull it harder, I'm gonna have to put those screws back in. I just put my spark tester on here and I don't see any spark. So I don't think we're getting any spark after all. I thought we were, but we're not. Looks like I might have to take this cover off and see if I can find a magneto, an electronic one that might fit. So I just took the spark plug out again and I put just a small spray of go-go juice inside here, just to see if it sparks there. Nothing. Definitely not getting spark then. Just took the cover back off again. I'm gonna remove this magneto. Oh, it's got like a cable ground wire attached to it. See how this stuff is all exposed? I might have to just cut this. I'm going to just cut it for now. I'm going to cut it around here so in case I have to reattach it again, I can. I'm going to tuck that out of the way a little bit. One of those wires is going to be the kill wire, which I'm going to fasten onto the new thing when I'm ready. This ground wire here. I'm going to go see in my box of parts if I can find an electronic ignition for this. I have about 15 of these things. Some had 2 holes here. Some have holes that are too high. They all look exactly the same. There are others that are just like the one I just took off of here, where it's built with a condenser wire and a ground wire. There's 2 wires sticking out of it, where this one has none. You have to just connect the kill wire onto this. So I have a few of these. You can tell it's round, you know. This one is also round, but it just, you know, you can tell it doesn't look the same, you know. Anyway, this fits in the holes, okay? I want to test it first. I got this trick from my friend Mick over at Mix Mowers in the UK. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I just want to test and see if this is at least over 2.5. So look, it says 4.35. This is a good magneto. 4.35 on 20,000 continuity ohms, I guess. So this is supposed to be a good magneto. At least that's what the reading says. So I'm going to install this now. I know for sure that this wire here is the kill wire to the condenser. I'm just going to cut it. So this will be my kill wire when I'm ready to install it. I better make sure it's not touching any ground. Actually, I'm gonna fish it out from the bottom over here so I have it out of the way. But it's definitely the kill wire because it attaches to the throttle lever, where if you put it down to, it's traced down to here, where you put this all the way to stop, I can feel it touches the ground. So that wire for sure was the kill wire. I'm gonna make sure that this is not touching ground either when I put this on to test. You don't want this to touch any part of metal, otherwise it won't start. You won't get a spark. I'm going to put that magneto on now. You guys saw from time lapse, I put the spark tester back on here and we got good spark. It actually shocked me the first time I pulled it. So you know what? I got this hand tightened on here, right? And we're gonna choke it again. Still should have some fluid in there. Let's see if this thing turns over. It's weird. Has spark. Taking it off choke now. Spray some more go-go juice in the carburetor. That's plenty. Whoa, you heard something? I heard something. This has to be tight. There we go, we got a little bit of it. Starting to turn over a little. Yeah! Yeah, baby! All right, so it doesn't stay running on its own, which means the carburetor's dirty. Man, oh man, how about that? We got it to turn over, huh? How about that? How about it? Sounds okay too, huh? Let's try it again. That has to be tight. It's not gripping because it's not on it. There we go. Awesome. Is that great? That's great. I gotta tell you, I really don't want to fix the carburetor. It's not that easy. People say it's easy. It's not. There's a lot of linkages down there. You know what I mean? A lot. Lots of linkages. Plus there's a diaphragm in there. See? Okay, so it's only two. This one linkage here for the choke, right? And this other linkage here. Oh, okay. It's not that bad, actually. But I guarantee you, this diaphragm in there is done. And this gas tank is probably filled with crap in there. Let's shine a light in there and see. Yeah, it's all like brownish, but it doesn't look like it's too rusted or anything. So it looks like we might have to try to drain this gas for sure. Remove the carburetor, see? Check out the condition. Fantastic. I'm stoked. I honestly didn't think that would start like that. Got a couple of shocks, you know, from testing that spark with the new magneto on there. I do need to reattach that kill wire to the magneto, because if we ever do get it started again, it won't shut off, you know what I mean? Unless you put your hand over the choke or something, you know? But man, it ran on that juice that we sprayed in there after we changed the magneto to an electronic one. And look, I didn't do anything other than cut the two wires to the condenser area, right, where the points are. I didn't have to take it apart or anything, you know what I mean? I've seen videos where people have to take the flywheel off, turn it counterclockwise to get that thing off, take the flywheel off, so you can see the cover inside where the points and condenser are, right? And they removed the entire guts of it. Well, why do you have to do that? Just cut the wire and leave it in there. Who cares? The spark that you're getting is from the new magneto making contact with the magnet. That's your spark right there. Why do you need to take all that stuff out, you know? Whatever. Got good spark now, fired up with go-go juice, but it won't stay running on its own because of the gas tank, who knows, and the carburetor. You know, I looked up the carburetor to this. They actually make a Chinese copy for it. 15 bucks. Should I order that carburetor instead of having to take that off and go through hell cleaning it, you know? Most likely the diaphragm's going to be bad. There's no way that thing lasts all this time, you know what I mean? Doesn't look like it's been rebuilt. So this is probably a diaphragm from the 50s, or I'm sorry, the 60s? This might be a 1971, I'm not sure. But nevertheless, 40-something years old, you know what I mean? There's just no way. Actually, 50 years old. There's just no way that diaphragm's going to be intact. A diaphragm rebuild kit is more than $15. Might as well just buy a new carburetor, right, and put it on. But I'm not going to order it just quite yet because I want to take it apart first and just make sure that it's not been rebuilt. And also make sure that the gas tank is not completely trashed on the inside. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Getting It Started video on this 58 Professional Toro 3-gang reel mower. I'm pretty excited. Didn't think it would fire up, but it did, and I'm happy about it. We fixed the recoil starter rope, as well as added replaced it with a new electronic magneto. So thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. Thanks a lot to the people who bought stickers yesterday. Appreciate your support. Support the channel. Buy a sticker. See you guys later. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Buy a